Hi guys, now this video is about SEM 1. This is business economics, and the first question is about demand forecasting and the steps that are involved in demand forecasting. So in the introduction part, you have to define what is demand forecasting, what is the meaning of it, give some information of demand forecasting. Then you have to specify about the different steps that are supposed to be taken for demand forecasting. So the steps that would be involved are determining the objective, period of forecasting, scope of forecasting, subdividing the task, identifying the variables, selecting the method, collection and analysis of data, study the correlation between the sales forecast and the sales promotion plan, competitors' activities, preparing final sales forecast, and evaluation and adjustments. So these are 11 steps. It's not compulsory that you have to write these 11 steps. Only if you write till the study of correlation between sales and the sales forecast and the sales promotion plan, that would be enough. So yeah, these are the steps that are supposed to be mentioned. In the conclusion part, you mention about some benefits of demand forecasting, how it would help the company in forecasting the demand of a particular product, and then delivering the product as per the forecast. So this is how we complete the first question. Moving to second question. The second question is a calculation based question, wherein you will have to find out the different costs. So there is marginal cost, there is total cost, average fixed cost, average variable cost, and average total cost. So there is a table which is given, and you have to find out the variable cost, total cost, average fixed cost, average variable cost, average total cost, and marginal cost. So there are formulas for this. The total cost is fixed cost plus variable cost. Average fixed cost is total fixed cost divided by the quantity. Average variable cost is total variable cost divided by the quantity. Average total cost is average fixed cost plus average variable cost. And marginal cost is change in the total cost divided by change in the quantity. So this is how you get the figures. I will just inform the marginal cost. So for the first, that is when the quantity is 0, the fixed cost is 100, variable cost is 0, the marginal cost remains 0. As the product increases, the variable cost increases, so does the total cost increases, and the marginal cost would then be 20. So there is a calculation which you'll have to apply. You can note down the formulas, or if you want the formulas, you can buzz me. If you want this table, you can buzz me. uh, I will just take down the points. I'll take down the figures for the average fixed cost, taking from 0 to 5. So the first will be, for average fixed cost, the value for the first is 0, then there is 100, then there is 50, then 33.3, then 25, and then 20. Average variable cost, the first one is 0, then 20, then 15, then 13.33, then 12.50, and then 12. Average total cost is 120, then 65, then 46.7, then 37.5, and then 32. And marginal cost is 20, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So this is basically a calculation based question. In the conclusion, what you can do is you can mention about the marginal cost, how does it help in decision making for the organization, whether it should increase the production or not, and considering all the cost into mind. Moving to third question is again a calculation based question. You have to find out the income elasticity of demand. In the introduction, define what is income elasticity of demand. Post that, you give the formula of income elasticity of demand. So that is percentage change in the demand divided by the percentage change in income. Now over here in the explanation part, you can write if the income elasticity comes to say high, unitary, low, zero, or negative, then what does it mean? So basically it's an interpretation of income elasticity of demand. Post that, you can apply the formula. So the income, when the start income is 20,000, end income is 25,000, so there is a rise in income by 5,000 rupees. uh, the start when the income was 20,000, the demand for the clothes were 40, and when the income increases, the demand increases by 60. So you have to apply the calculation percentage. Change in income is income end minus income start divided by income start, that comes to 0.25. Change in demand is demand end minus demand start divided by demand start, which comes to 0.5. Sorry, the change in income is 0.25 and change in demand is 0.5. You have to divide both of this comes to 2%. And the conclusion part, you mention what is as per the value that is received, what is the elasticity of the income elasticity. Now moving to third question, this is about various factors that influence demand. Sorry, this is about price elasticity of demand. So first you have to define what is price elasticity of demand. Basically, it means various factors that would change the demand of a product. So it can be price, it can be anything else, alternate goods cost, or it can be charge in the complementary goods, increase in the complementary goods, taste of consumers. So this is what you mentioned in the introduction. Then you define the percentage for price elasticity of demand, which is percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in price. So over here also you have to calculate, that is your formula as q1 minus q0. So quantity 1 divide minus q0 divide by quantity 1 plus quantity 0. The entire thing divide by price 1 minus price 0 divide by price 1 plus price 0. So this is how you come with a value of minus 1 for this particular example. Then you give the interpretation of price elasticity of demand, whether it is elastic, inelastic, whether it is minorly inelastic, or it is infinity. And post that you mention the interpretation for whatever calculations that you have made. So that's about it. This is how we complete the economics business economics assignment. Thank you and best of luck.